Hello friends, welcome to the next session on solving prefix expression. The previous lecture we saw about Q as a abstract data type, and one of the application of the Q we spoke about is evaluation of prefix expression. Of course, I'll be telling you two methods of evaluating a prefix expression. One will be using Q data structure, another one will be using stack data structure. So let us look at first how to evaluate it using Q data structure. So this is an algorithm here. So you read the element of input prefix expression one by one, right? So if E is an operand, delete it and insert it into the queue. So if you read an operand, directly delete it from front and insert it at the rear. If E is an operator followed by two operands, then what you do? You carry out delete three times, that is DQ three times. First time the operator will be deleted, then operand one, then operand two. And then you carry out the operation and insert the result back into the queue. Fine. At the end, suppose if E is an operator not followed by two operands, then delete it from the front and insert it at the rear. Fine. Again, I repeat, if E is an operator not followed by two operands, then delete that operator from the front and insert it at the rear. Fine. At the end, you will have a single value in your queue, and that will be the result of evaluation. So let us look at an example so the concept will be more clear. So this is the infix expression A plus B into C, the prefix form plus A star BC, and these are the values what we are substituting for these variables. So as I said, you are using Q data structure here. This is front, this is rear. Fine. Okay. Now the first time what you read is an operator. It is not followed by two operands. Remember, operator is not followed by two operands. And what you do, delete it from front and insert it at rear. Right? Delete it from front and insert it at rear. Now front is pointing at 3. Right? Because plus is deleted, it is pointing at 3. Now again, what you read 3, which is an operand. So whenever you read an operand, just delete it from front, insert it at rear. Fine. Delete it from front, insert it at rear. Now front is pointing here. Fine. Front is pointing here. Now star is an operator followed by two operands. Right. So whenever an operator is followed by two operands, what you do? Delete the operator, delete operand 1, delete operand 2, and carry out the operation. So what is the operation? Is multiplication. So all these three are deleted. Now front is pointing at plus, and the operation result, that is 4 into 2, 8 is inserted at the rear. Fine. So front is pointing here. Now again you have an operator followed by two operands, 3 and 8. So delete operator, delete operand 1, delete operand 2, carry out the operation of addition here, that is 11, and insert it into the queue. Right. Now there is only single element remaining in the queue, which is an operand and is a result of the evaluation of this prefix expression. I hope the concept is clear. Again, I repeat, if you read an operator, check if it has two following operands. If it has two following operands, carry out the operation. If it does not have two operands following it, then just delete it from front and insert it at the rear. Let us look at second example. Okay, now don't worry about number of tables what you can see. I'm just showing you each and every step, so it has increased. This is the infix expression, this is the prefix form, and these are the values for these variables of prefix expression. Fine. Let us start from here now. This is front and this is rear. So front is pointing at an operator right now. Now, is whenever you read an operator, what you check whether it is followed by two operands. It is not followed by two operands. Why? Because this is again an operator. So whenever an operator is not followed by two operands, delete it from front, insert it at rear. Right? Delete it from front, insert it at rear. Now front is pointing here. That is minus. Right? Now again, minus is an operator followed by two operands. Right? So now operator is followed by two operands. So what you do? Delete operator, delete operand 1, delete operand 2. Fine. Now when these are deleted, front will be pointing here. And carry out the operation. What is the operation now? 3 minus 2. Answer is 1. 1 is inserted here. Is it clear? Okay. So when these are deleted, front is pointing here. The result is inserted at the rear. Now, what you read next is again an operator which is not followed by two operands. These are operators, not operands. So what you do, delete it from front, insert it at rear. Now front is pointing here. Fine. So front is pointing here. Again, an operator not followed by two operands. So delete it, insert it at the rear. Fine. Front is pointing here now. Okay. Now again, it is an operator, but it is followed by two operands. So what you do, delete the operator, delete operand 1, delete operand 2, carry out the operation and insert the result into the rear. Fine, at the rear. So 2 into 4, that is 8, insert it at the rear. And now front is pointing here. Okay. Now 2 is an operand. So whenever you come across an operand, just directly delete it and insert it at the rear. Again, next what you read is 1, again an operand, delete it, insert it at rear. Now front is pointing here. Now again, this is an operator which is not followed by two operands. So what you do, delete it, insert it at the rear. Fine. Again, now front is pointing here. So this is front, which is again an operand. So delete it and insert it at the rear. Okay. Delete it from here and insert it at the rear, and front is pointing at this symbol. Caret operator or power operator. Now again, this is an operator not followed by two operands, right? Because this is an operator and this is an operand. So operator is not followed by two operands. Delete it from front, insert it at the rear. Okay. Now front is pointing at this position. So now front is pointing at an operator followed by two operand. So delete the operator, delete operand 1, delete operand 2, carry out the operation, that is 8 plus 2, and insert the result at the rear, that is 10. Fine. Now front is pointing here, that is 1. Again an operand, so delete it, insert it directly at the end. Fine. Now front is pointing here. So it is an operator not followed by two operands, so delete it, insert it at the rear. Again, what you read is an operand, delete it, insert it at the rear. Fine. Now front is pointing here. Now this is an operator followed by two operands. So pop out 10, pop out 1. So it is 10 raised to 1. Answer is again 10. So insert it at the rear. Okay. Now what you read, front is pointing here is a division symbol. Then you have 1. This is operator followed by two operands, 1 and 10. So carry out the operation, that is 1 by 10. So what is the answer? Answer is 0.1. So this prefix expression with these values is evaluated to 0.1. This is another example. Again, this is a prefix expression, minus, plus, 2, multiplication, 3, 4, fine. Again, the same concept. You read an operator, delete it, insert it. You read an operator not followed by operands, delete it, insert it. Now you read an operand, so directly delete it and insert it at the rear. Fine. So all these three items are deleted and inserted at the rear of the queue. Next, now front is pointing here. So this is an operator followed by two operands. So what you'll do, delete the operator, delete operand 1, delete operand 2, carry out the operation, that is 3 into 4, and insert the result back into the queue, that is 12. Fine. Now front is pointing here. Right. So again, this is an operator, but it is not followed by two operands. So what? Delete it, insert it at the rear. Now what you read is 16, that is an operand. So again, delete it, insert it at the rear. Now next, front is pointing here. This is again an operator, but it is followed by two operands. Fine. So delete the operator, delete operand 1, delete operand 2, carry out the operation 2 raised to 3, that is 8, insert it at the rear. Fine. Now front is pointing here. Right. So again, this is an operator not followed by two operands. So just insert, delete it and insert it at the rear. Now next, front is pointing here. So it is an operator but followed by two operands, right? So delete operator, delete operand 1, delete operand 2, carry out the operation of addition, that is 12 plus 2, that is 14, insert it at the rear. Fine. Now front is pointing here. Now again, you have an operator followed by two operands, that is 16 and 8. So delete the operator, delete operand 1, delete operand 2, carry out 16 by 8. The result is 2. So insert it at the rear here. Fine. Insert it at the rear here. Fine. Now my front is pointing at this symbol, right? front is pointing at this minus operator. Now this operator is followed by 2 operands. So carry out the operation, that is 14 minus 2, you get the result as 12. Fine. So now I hope the concept is clear of solving a prefix expression using. So this prefix expression is evaluated to 12. Fine. Now let us look at an algorithm to check how you can solve a prefix expression using stack. Fine. Again, the same thing. You read the expression element by element. So if input expression, but here you need to read it from right to left, right? In the previous example, we read it from left to right, right? We read it from left to right. But here when you're using stack, you need to read it from right to left. That is, you'll be reading from like this. You'll be reading it from right to left. So if E is an operand, push it onto the stack. Else if E is an operator, then pop out 2 elements, that is operand 1, operand 2, right? And carry out the operation and push back this result onto the stack. And at the end, stack top will point to the result of the evaluation. The same thing like what we had in case of solving a postfix expression. The difference here is you are reading from right to left, and another difference here, if you can just check it, there we had the result is equal to B operator A, but here you have A operator B. This is a change. These are the 2 changes what we have when we are solving postfix expression. Now let us look at the same example what we solved using Q. Now we are solving the same example using stack. So this is the prefix expression, input prefix expression, but now when I'm using stack, I'll be reading it from right to left, right? So what it says, whenever you read an operand, so very first thing what I read is 3 is an operand, so directly push it onto the stack. Then I read 2, again an operand, directly push it onto the stack. Now what I read is an operator. Whenever you read an operator, what you do, pop out the 2 operands from the stack. So 2 is popped, stored in A, 3 is popped, stored in B, and carry out the operation. Operation is what? Power function, that is 2 raised to 3, that is 8. 8 is pushed onto the stack. Fine. Now next, what you read is 16 an operand, so directly push it onto the stack. Now what you read is a division operator. So whenever you read an operator, what you do, pop out the 2 operands from the stack. So 16 is popped out, 8 is popped out, and the operation of division, that is 16 divided by 8 is carried out, and the result is 2 is pushed back onto the stack. Fine, 2 is pushed back onto the stack. Now next what you read is 4, which is an operand, so just directly push it onto the stack. 3 again an operand, directly push it onto the stack. Now what you read is an operator. So what you'll do, you'll pop out the 2 operands from the stack, that 3 is popped out, 4 is popped out, and then the operation of multiplication, that is 3 into 4 is carried out, and result is pushed back onto the stack, right? That is 12 is pushed back onto the stack. Now next what you read again is an operand, so just push it onto the stack. Fine. Now what you read is an operator, that is plus. So pop out operand 1, pop out operand 2, that is 2 and 12 are popped out, plus operation is carried out, that is 14. So 14 is pushed onto the stack. Fine. Now next what you read, the last symbol in your prefix expression, that is minus, which is an operator. So pop out operand 1, operand 2, right? So 14 is popped out, 2 is popped out, and then the operation of minus, that is 14 minus 2, and the result 12 is pushed onto the stack. Fine. Now your prefix expression is over, and whatever you have in the stack top is pointing to is the prefix evaluation of your expression. That is 12. I hope the concept is clear. I'm not taking more examples of stack because you already know this concept before. Only the difference what you should remember is we are reading it from right to left, and we are carrying out A operation B, not B operator A. Fine. Now these are some examples. I want you to try using both the methods, using stack or using Q. Fine. Stay home, stay safe. I expect whatever I give you all to try at home, I'm sure you all are trying it. Thank you.